afternoon, APSU, and thank you for joining us today. It's Monday, February 13, 2023. I'm Makenzi Wallace, and I'm your host for today's episode of Big Game Breakdown. Here with us today from Austin Peay Sports Broadcasting Team is Keyshawn Walker and Dillon Walton. And we also have APSU Student Section Leader Colton Richards joining us.
Hello.
Whether it was for the big game, the halftime performance, the commercials, or just hanging out with family or friends, Super Bowl Sunday is one of America's favorite days of the year. More than 200 million people tune in for the big game. Today, we'll be breaking down Super Bowl 57 and all of its components. But first, we asked APSU students what their game predictions were.
My prediction for this year's Super Bowl is that the Eagles are going to win because I'm an Eagles fan, so I got to rep the team.
I don't really know who's going to win, but I know that I would probably say I want the Chiefs to win because I think Patrick Mahomes is pretty cute.
The Chiefs, Pat Mahomes, next Tom Brady in the making. He already got it. No, they going to take it all. They going to take it all.
I don't know who's going to win, but I'm hoping that the Eagles are going to win simply so there could be another really funny episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Because last time they won the Super Bowl, it led to probably the two funniest episodes of the entire show's history.
I think the Eagles got it for sure, definitely. I think they've really been carrying this season, and I think at the end they're going to come in fourth quarter and they're going to clutch it for the dub for sure.
I think it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. They've had a really good season this entire regular season, and they just got a good core, and I just think that they're going to be the ones to win out. I mean, it's facing off of two number one seeds, but I have the Kansas City Chiefs going to win it.
I don't really have too much confidence in that Eagles defense, and I also think Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. So I have Chiefs by 10.
So I actually don't know who's playing in the Super Bowl this year.
The Chiefs!
So I'm going to go with the Titans.
All right, those are some good predictions. I can't wait to see what happens next year. Okay, Keyshawn, can you take us through some of the betting odds from last night's game?
Well, this year is probably the closest that the professionals in Vegas have ever been when it comes to betting odds on the Super Bowl. Coming into the game, they had the Eagles favored by 1.5 points, and the favorites for MVP were Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. When it comes to touchdown bettings, the favorites all scored the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scored 2, Travis Kelce scored 1, and A.J. Brown scored 1.
All right, so since you're our Chiefs fan, Dillon, can you tell us, did it play out how you wanted it to?
Not ideal in the first half, but the second half was literally to die for. Patrick Mahomes got hurt, and I ain't gonna lie, I threw my plate away. I wasn't even worried about my food no more. I was worried about the outcome of the game. But, in Patty we trust, and he led us to a tough win last night. So I'm happy. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes and his beautiful wife because he had a beautiful night last night and they celebrated.
I personally expected the Eagles to win, but hey, life happens, so you never know. Colton, who are you rooting for?
Carl Cheffers, the referee.
Why is that?
Because he ran that game the way cowards run from scary lions.
So you didn't think that last play was a hold? You thought he should have got away with it?
It was a little debatable, but if I were in Cheffers' shoes, I would have not called a holding, and then I would have ejected all the Eagles fans for being ruthless. Just me. Just me.
All right, what are you guys' favorite moments from the game yesterday?
Probably Patrick Mahomes coming back after that injury, the second half. A lot of people going into halftime thought the game was over. The Chiefs couldn't get much going on offense. Eagles controlled the game completely in time of possession. They didn't even let Patrick Mahomes get a chance, really. So him coming back and them making those adjustments at halftime to come back to get some points on the board. Yeah. But my favorite play of the game is probably Kadarius Toney, that punt return, the longest punt return in NFL history.
Yep.
That was a great play.
It definitely was. My favorite play, even though I was going for the Chiefs, Hurts and A.J. Brown connected on that big play to start the game off. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that was the worst moment because starting off like that, that's a big play. It was like 40, 50-yard touchdown, start the game, big catch. DB, just lost track of the ball. You're a professional, you can't lose track of the ball in a big play like that. And I probably got a noise complaint last night in the dorm room because I screamed. Two DBs right there, and you let A.J. Brown go get that. But that's what they got him for, go get those big catches and those big moments. But that was my favorite play early.
Anything from you, Colton?
I mean, it would be so difficult to choose my favorite moment of all time. My favorite moment was, although it was very disappointing, was when a field goal just doinked right off the upright.
Yep.
I'm like, are we going to have a Cody Parkey type season? Really?
Hope not.
Right, and it was very interesting. Everybody was talking about how it was the first time the two black quarterbacks face off in the Super Bowl, which is interesting. And they also have Texas roots. They both went to high schools in Texas.
Yeah, they did. Not only were they the first two black quarterbacks to face off in the Super Bowl, but their combined age, they're also the two youngest quarterbacks to ever play together in the Super Bowl. And with the stereotypes behind black quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, Cunningham, is they always use their athleticism. They're not smart enough and they can't throw the ball. And for them to go out there and perform the way they did, especially Jalen Hurts with 300 throwing yards in the biggest game of his life, I feel like as a football fan and as a black man, a part of the culture, I feel like I love seeing that from those two.
Well, I definitely enjoy watching the game, but I'm always there for the halftime show. So, what are your favorite halftime shows?
The Weekend a couple years ago, but I enjoyed this one. Me and my friends was watching, and I was just saying, it was really nostalgic last night. Like, she came out, even though she didn't drop music in God knows how long, it's been 6+ years. Last night was a vibe, you know, she hit a little shimmy, you know, she came out background, they pumping her, they hitting the TikTok dance in the back. It was a vibe, she was working, no count, she was working, you know. So now she played all them major hits, them top 10 hits back then, so she ain't missed one bit, and the outfit was clean, you know, she dripped out in that all red, you know. So.
Definitely. Okay, well, we have Manuel and Talon asking students what their favorite halftime performances are.
My favorite Super Bowl halftime show would probably have to have been Beyonce when she came out with the X, like the one Michael Jackson had at his Super Bowl show. I feel like she really showed Sasha fierce, and I love Sasha. So I feel like that one was probably my favorite because I'm a huge Beyonce stan, and it shook me deep down, if that makes sense.
I would say last year was pretty interesting. I thought it was cool that they brought all the rappers from like different things back and they had like a big performance together.
Michael Jackson, the GOAT himself, Michael Jackson. No one, hey, come here. No one is beating that, okay? No one.
It's either between Prince or Katy Perry from, I think, 2013. So I'm probably gonna have to pick Katy Perry because I remember that like redeemed the whole Super Bowl halftime shows for a while because there was a few years where it wasn't very good, so definitely Katy Perry.
You know, I'm gonna have to say Katy Perry with the shark dancing.
It was The Weeknd's. My second one was the Michael Jackson one, but I like The Weeknd's a lot more because he paid for it himself.
Beyonce.
Didn't like Snoop Dogg do it one year? Yeah. I think it's Snoop Dogg, yeah, definitely.
The one with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Mary J.
I think that if they had Taylor Swift perform the halftime show, that it would really knock it out of the park. So that's my prediction, is that one day it'll be Taylor Swift, and then that will be my favorite.
My favorite halftime performance was when Bruno Mars did his performance. I've always been a huge Bruno fan, so that would probably have to be my favorite.
My favorite halftime show, if I had to pick one, is probably Shakira and J-Lo, but mainly for Shakira. Shakira, you know, I don't even have to say anything else.
My all-time favorite halftime show would have to be the Beyonce Bruno Mars halftime show. That will definitely go down in history.
Oh my God.
Anybody else agree?
I agree.
No.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite, Colton?
My favorite halftime show, all time, Paul McCartney in Jacksonville. I am a huge Beatlemaniac.
Bro, you gonna do the Beehive like that?
No. It's just that Beatles are better than bees.
Nah, bro.
I'm gonna have to give mine to Michael Jackson though, because I think the Cowboys played in that Super Bowl. And
Really?
Oh my God.
And I'll probably
just
never
sounds
get
so
to see
biased.
the Cowboys play in real life. So.
But Michael Jackson is like the all-time greatest performer.
Ever.
So
Really?
yes.
Him and Beyonce.
Him and
top.
Beyonce,
Yeah,
definitely.
They top.
But the Beyonce and Bruno Mars, their
That
collab,
jump
the
was
way
fire.
they
It was fire.
worked together was definitely amazing.
Yeah.
Anybody have any favorite commercials, ads?
Well, my favorite Super Bowl commercial is the Budweiser ad where all those fellas are saying, "What up?" and believe it or not, "Was up" was the term I grew up on as a kid.
Really?
Really, really.
That's interesting. Well, my favorite commercial from this Super Bowl was probably the Jeep commercial when all the animals were doing the electric slide.
The Jeep was tough.
And also the Tubi commercial that had everybody confused.
Yeah, that had me looking for my remote for sure.
Yes, me and my friends were arguing about who was sitting on the remote because we thought somebody had turned it on Tubi. That was very clever of them.
I made my roommate get up.
Any other commercials you guys like?
Mine would probably be the popcorn commercial where they took the scene from Breaking Bad and edited
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, in the TV show, they weren't eating popcorn. Nothing close to popcorn, but I like that little twist that they put on it. That was one of my favorite shows of all time.
All right, so now we go back to the second half of the game. Any moments from that half that you all just...
I think the second half of the game solidifies Andy Reid as one of the greatest football coaches ever. Because to be on that stage in that moment and to be down by 10, your star quarterback is hurt, and to be able to adjust your game plan and come out and win that game, I feel like that says a lot about him, not only Patrick Mahomes, but his coach too.
Yeah. They attacked. They just, they became football players at halftime. They just executed perfectly, to be honest. And we talk about this all the time, me and my homeboys. For Travis Kelce to be the #1 target, why is he always open in the middle of the field? It makes no sense.
I just don't understand.
Yeah,
Like
87 know how to get open. He got a knack for getting open, unlike anybody. But they just executed down the stretch. They just went at Philly defense. Was like we gonna see who really tough. We gonna see who better. Y'all they the #1 in pass rush defense, and Chiefs is #1 in pass protection and when they come in offense. So. It was just two top dogs.
We also have to give Isaiah Pacheco his flowers. The rookie out of Rutgers, 7th-round pick. He went out there and played his heart out. So I feel like in the first half, they couldn't get that run game going. In the second half, they turned to him, and he did what he was supposed to do.
He got them feet for sure. He be moving.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting. I definitely thought the Eagles were going to pull through. But at the very end, that field goal kick is what helped them. I was hoping it didn't go in, but it did. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Do you all have any favorite, historic Super Bowl moments?
I do, and it's very disappointing. The Seattle Seahawks not running the ball on the 1-yard line in Super Bowl 49. Hey, Seahawks players of the past, listen to me. When you're on the 1-yard line and the Super Bowl is on the line, just run the dang ball.
Anybody else?
I'm going to have to go with the Tom Brady comeback down 28-3, I believe.
Oh,
jeez.
A lot of people wrote him out, and from that point on, I think everybody knew never bet against Tom Brady.
I got one better for you. Stafford, the real Matty Ice, you know what I'm saying? Stafford got him one of them things last year against Burrow. And, in the grudge match, we lost OBJ, man, and we just went stagnant out there. We went ice cold, and Stafford put the team on his back. You can say what you want about Stafford, but Stafford got that dog in him. You know what I'm saying? Roo. He got that real dog in him, man. And, he made me proud last year. So, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to take Stafford any day of the week, and that's facts.
That's very, very interesting. So during the game, do you all have any specific snacks or food that you all like to eat?
I'm a pizza guy.
Yeah, pizza is always going to be great for those games. Personally, I like wings. I could eat wings anytime, but definitely during football, wings is going to be my go-to for sure.
A lot of people are going to hate it, but I'm actually a fan of boneless wings. I
know my friends,
those are chicken
nuggets.
They call them chicken nuggets. But I had braces for a lot of my life, so I couldn't eat normal wings, and I got used to the boneless wings. So.
That's fair, I guess.
What flavor, though? What flavor?
Probably lemon pepper. I like lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper boneless. When you might want to get
I'm gonna have to go with the honey gold.
Honey gold, come on now.
But apparently that's just like a Memphis
it's a Memphis
thing.
thing. It's a
Not a
Memphis
lot of
thing.
people know about the real honey
Honey
gold
hot. Come
from
on now.
Memphis.
You know,
So if you haven't tried it, you should get some.
Or a little honey hot with lemon pepper on top. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Come on
yeah,
now.
yeah.
We getting fancy out here. You know what I'm saying?
I also like a slider. Definitely, the sliders are gonna be good for that. Any other topics that you all want to bring up before we close out today?
I'm gonna go ahead and make this prediction on TV. Cowboys will win the Super
Oh
Bowl.
my
Yes,
God.
go Cowboys.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna
Cowboys will
root
win
for
the
the
Super Bowl
Cowboys
this year.
every single time, and I know that they do them. But that's my team, and I'm gonna stand beside them every single year.
Makenzi, please. The Cowboys have a reputation for choking.
I know you're not talking. The Titans didn't even make it to the playoffs.
Well, to be completely fair, I've got the Titans over Tampa Bay without Tom Brady by 3 in overtime in Vegas, and we'll go home happy, happy, happy.
Ain't nobody.
That's
going
not
home happy.
happening.
That's gonna be boring.
I don't think either one of those teams is going to touch the playoffs next year. Honestly.
I do want to give a shout out to. I heard this morning I was watching Get Up. I want to say Get Up or First Take, and they mentioned Hurst is up for a contract soon, and he has an agent. I can't remember her name, but she's a black woman, and she's going to be the keystone piece of getting not only black quarterbacks, but solidifying good pay for a great quarterback.
She's also the first black woman to represent a Super Bowl quarterback.
Yeah, so she will play a monumental part in him getting a well-deserved 230.
He's going to break the bank for sure.
Now, him or Lamar, if that's the case.
I'll take Jalen Hurts.
Oh my God, recency bias is crazy right now.
I'm an Oklahoma fan too, and I've been watching Jalen Hurts since he transferred to Oklahoma. So
fair enough.
I'm gonna take Jalen Hurts.
So what you throwing at him? What's if you the Eagles GM? What's your number for Jalen Hurts?
I would try to go 230 guaranteed, but he might get more than that.
230 guaranteed, 5 year.
Yeah. He might get a Patrick Mahomes type.
Nah, he ain't getting Patty. He ain't getting Patty.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes that's a household name now.
Yeah,
for sure.
What do you get? 10 year, 500. 10 year, 500 with incentives on top. So, he ain't got to worry about being broke for a long time.
Long time. Anything to say, Colton?
Don't say nothing about Tennessee, bro. Don't say nothing about the Titans, please.
Thanks for having me on the show. And Makenzi, I'm coming for your job.
You're coming for my job?
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it better than me, Colton.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. We can. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you guys for tuning in to APSU-TV's Big Game Breakdown. Have a good week, and always remember, let's go Peay!